WWE is sadly remaining PG. On December 3rd, WWE and Triple H confirmed that TV PG content rating is here to stay. Quote from Triple H, "It's a safe place for families, for kids, for everybody to be able to view the programming," Levesque said. "That will not change." And then company president Nick Khan also spoke at the conference and confirmed that an R-rated Raw is not happening. Quote, "There's some online chatter about how it's going to be an R-rated, or for us old folks, X-rated. That's definitely not happening," he said. "It's a family-friendly, multi-generation, advertiser-friendly program. It's going to stay that way." Disappointed?
No, I'm not. I think the show's good like it is. And I don't think they need to go back to that R rating, because that was almost going too far. And that would turn some people off. They won't let their kids watch it. Hey, it's a kid's show, basically. I mean, and kids that never grow up or turn into your wrestling fans in the 30s and they want to relive their earlier days, and they enjoyed it. But I think taking it too far, I don't think a lot of sponsors want that, especially if they are marketing to kids under, say, 8 or 10 or whatever. No, I think this is the right way for WWE to go, because I wouldn't have enjoyed it that much anyway. I don't want to sit there and go, hey, you hear that? I'm beyond that stage, unless it's really, really, couched perfectly. And a lot of people, I don't want to sit there and say, "Oh, man, he got him on that one." Because, hey, just go out there and just tell me a story, a straight up story, and let's let it ride. Let it ride on that. And I'm not disappointed. I'm actually happy about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, right, do you know what people miss about the Attitude Era? Okay, people think, oh, it was no holds barred, and the sex and the swearing and the blah, blah, blah. Okay, sex, right, wise. There are dozens of beautiful women in 2024 WWE, and they all wrestle basically in bikinis every single week. So it's exactly the same. It's great. Tiffany Stratton, for goodness sake, Liv Morgan, etc. The swearing is something that I miss a little bit. I would like the language to be a bit harsher, but then with AEW, they sort of ruined it when all of a sudden you could have one shit per hour. Do you remember that rule some time ago?
No, I don't remember that rule.
Basically, someone greenlit shit for limited use. And do you know who said it more than anyone else? Seemed to be Tony Schiavone on commentary.
Yeah.
Which just didn't fit at all, or whoever it might have been. And some of the crazier, more outlandish stuff. Weirdly, for me, and you might completely disagree with me, Dutch, one thing I quite liked about the Attitude Era is that the matches were quite short. And, you didn't lose your interest too long. A lot of matches are like 18 minutes, 20 minutes plus on TV these days. And I prefer shorter matches and move to the next thing.
I do too. If a match goes over 6 minutes, 7 minutes, or whatever, for me, it gets a little bit redundant and boring. Hey, and you got 6 minutes of TV time, which is in real life on TV is a lifetime almost. Get it in, get the statement in you want to make, and let's go. And if you got to come back just for a second and get the finish, okay, we're okay with that. Put your picture in the box and let's go. And right before you do that finish, bring it back. But yeah, those long matches, and I've always been a critic of AEW about those long matches. You only draw the purist on those long matches. But I'm not a purist, and I think most of the wrestling fans aren't purists either. I think they're story-oriented, and if they have a match who relates to the story or advances the story or swings the story or moves the story, that's what the people want to see. Because, how many shows have I watched? I'm going to go on SmackDown now. SmackDown 2 years ago, you would sit there and you go, that's why their ratings sometimes never change, because people would be watching the show. They'd go to sleep watching the show and forget to change the channel. But it registers as somebody watched. But if it gets to the point to where it is really redundant and boring, I think you need to move the creative team.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of different things with Attitude Era as well that were fantastic. A few things that I think have been over-romanticized, but I think, whatever you think, I guess.
But one thing about the Attitude Era, the opening segment was always about 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, in the later version. And do you know what? That was all a rip-off of the NWO who would do that, and then Shane and Vince and the corporation would do that. And it was great at the time, but not now.
Yeah, but they were telling the story.